Hello and welcome to the Next Level Chops YouTube channel for yet another vintage drum kit video featuring Mr. Sticky Wicket. Now Sticky, today you're looking very summery and casual, aren't you?
Well,
make a change.
Yeah, I brought along a drum kit from the 20s, and it's associated with New Orleans, so it's a bit hot down there, especially Mardi Gras time.
I can imagine, yeah, and it's pretty summery today.
Not bad at
the
all.
T-shirt.
Yeah.
Cool, so what is this kit then today? What have we got here?
Well, it's a put together kit from the 20s. Starting with the bass drum, which is a Ludwig and Ludwig.
Okay.
And there were the two brothers that formed the company. Sadly one died and it just became Ludwig later on, but at the time, yeah, 1924, Ludwig and Ludwig, Illinois, Chicago. And the snare drum is slightly later, 1929, and it's the Ludwig Super Sensitive, 14 by 5.5, with the calf head on the top, and the two snares on the top, which I'll demonstrate. I shall show you that later. And obviously the only things that were available to drummers at the time were different accessories. The Ludwig two-tone woodblock, Chinese woodblock, cowbell, China tom, that's actually a ceremonial one from China, and Turkish or Chinese cymbals. You didn't play patterns on cymbals really in those days, they were effects.
Right.
The whole thing was effects, you know, the rhythm was on the snare drum and the bass drum. But New Orleans was an important place for the creative development of drumming. From was such a melting pot of people congregated in New Orleans. There was the Chinese, obviously the Afro-Americans, the Turkish, obviously European, French, quite a mixture. Yeah. And they had a bit more freedom down there. So although the Afro-Americans weren't allowed to use their own instruments, apart from on a Sunday in Congo Square, right. They adapted and adopted the Western instrument, the marching band instrument. So they started their own style of marching with a bit more syncopation, and okay. they used them at the funerals. You've heard of the New Orleans funerals have become famous. You know, when they could slowly walk to the graveside, and then on the way back after the service, then party time, and they have second line dancing, second line with the followers on from the principal mourners and the musicians. So.
Right, okay, and we've got two clips now to show you. The first one is it the dirge?
It's called a dirge when they're slowly going.
That's the slow part, okay.
Yeah, with the snares off, all very solemn. Yeah.
And then the second clip is the second line. Is that right?
Yeah, that's it. Where the drummer leads into a bit more upbeat, and they have got their brollies and they're dancing and celebrating the person's life that they've just seen off.
Okay, so take a look at these two clips, and we hope that you enjoy them. very interesting aesthetic touches on this kit, aren't there?
Well, yes.
The Chinese tom. What was the Chinese tom? Is that what it's called?
Well, yes. It was. These things have been made for centuries in China,
Okay.
and used most of them for ceremonial purposes.
Okay.
And sometimes they got a rattle inside them, which I'm not sure if this one has. No, they were the most religious ones, but the paintings on them are usually some Chinese significance, dragons or exotic birds or whatever.
Okay. And the other interesting thing is the front skin, isn't it? On the
Yeah.
bass drum.
That is modern, actually. I had that painted not long after I had the bass drum restored, and I thought, well, this kit is really iconic from the New Orleans period. So I had the New Orleans steamboat
Very
on the
cool.
front. But bass drums were becoming popular to paint them in the 20s,
Right.
and it's also exotic designs, and they often had lights inside as well, which was double purpose because it kept the heads the skins, the heads at a constant temperature.
Right.
For playing.
So they wouldn't
But
go
then
out
they
of
thought,
tune.
oh, hang on a minute, it looks pretty good with the lights inside. So they started painting them in all sorts of scenes.
Now, as ever on these videos, Sticky always plays sort of in the style of whichever kit we're talking about. So, what are you going to play for us today? What have you got lined up for us today?
Well, one of the big names in early New Orleans jazz was Bunk Johnson.
Okay.
And this was a slightly later recording, so slightly better quality, but it was recorded, I think, in the 40s, but with his New Orleans band, and the tune is called Just a Closer Walk with Thee, and they did adapt, because they were quite religious, and in the community, the black community there, that they often took spiritual tunes and jazzed them up.
He fell off. What was it?
I saw the thing.
Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really hope that you've enjoyed this video, that you've enjoyed learning about the 1920s Ludwig kit and listening to Mr. Sticky Wicket play in the New Orleans style as well. If you'd like to see some more videos from us in the future, then don't forget to hit subscribe, and if you've enjoyed this video, then please remember to leave a big thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching, guys. We'll hopefully see you again very soon. Bye bye for now.